back here with Robin, and this time we're just talking about stash enhancement. Nothing else. We're not putting together any projects, not trying to come up with a different color scheme, anything. We're just stash enhancement. So let's start with, you got these two greens over here.
Okay, these are dinky dyes, and they're very nice greens. They're very different, but they're also very nice greens. I find a good true green hard to find. They're either on the blue side or the yellow side. And sometimes that's not what I want. Thread Gatherer has one that is a regular in mine, her Portiere. But this dinky dyes acacia is nice. And the Irish Forest, because it will work with a lot of things, where it goes the full range. And then because Kim does have all the cosmos.
Well, now, all right, so we're doing stash enhancement here. All right, now I'm always concerned that I'm going to decide to use a skein on a project and then wish I had two just in case. So when you do this kind of thing, do you just take the one?
Yeah.
You just take the one?
Especially with strandables, because you get so much more with something that's strandable.
Okay.
And since I tend to work on usually 32 count, this is something I would use on a linen.
Okay.
You get a lot of yardage out of these.
Okay. So you're not too worried about that?
No. It's this would be something I would use on a sampler.
Yeah. Okay.
And my samplers tend to be mixed techniques, so you usually have other threads involved.
So the likelihood of chewing up a whole skein is pretty small.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. The only time I really worry about that's when I'm doing hard hanger. Do I have enough skeins of the same dye lot of pearl cotton for the bigger pieces?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is an evaluation. What type of piece am I likely to use for it? If it's a sampler, we know we're not going to use very much because we're doing different motifs.
Yep.
If you're doing one where it looks like you might do massive amounts of the color, then you pick up 2 or 3 skeins to make sure you have the same dye lot.
Or I call the shop and say, okay, send me X number of skeins of this color, and then they will be the same dye lot.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you just have to kind of, even though you don't know where it's going to end up, kind of at least know this will go into a sampler or it won't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then here, what do we have?
Well, I love the Cosmos Seasons. I have stitched with them before, found them at another shop.
These Cosmos Seasons, let's just...
Threedles does a lot of designs using overdyes. She does a lot of smalls, so I know a skein of something will get me through, especially her three-dimensional ornaments, which I love.
Yeah.
I just started opening drawers. What? This is cool. This is cool. Yeah. I know I've stitched with this one before, but then I found this great orange to go with it.
And there again.
And if I want a solid, I've got all kinds of DMC at home.
A variegated overdye.
Yeah.
And then finding that solid.
And you'll notice it's darker than what's in here, so there's enough of a contrast. This is another one that the hot tropical colors. And I thought that this pink and orange was kind of cool next to it.
So in these instances, then you have some overdyed, variegated threads, and you're finding 2 and 3 combinations that will go together.
Yeah.
Just to give you flexibility.
This one doesn't really go with this group. These 3 play very nicely together.
Yeah.
I just happen to like this one, so it's going to go home. And I just put it with this one. And then, again, yes. And then I was overlooking at some Krynic for what Beth wanted me to do. And I found this really funky Krynic with blue and green in it. And it's like, oh yeah. So this right here will most likely turn into a counted canvas design.
Okay.
Because these are all threads that would be used.
Yeah. Okay. So there we have a stash enhancement, but some general purpose to it. A loose purpose to it, and things will go together and give you flexibility when you actually go to set up a set of threads for a project.
And these, let's say I wanted to do a dish towel or a hand towel, there's enough yardage on a skein, and I do Swedish weaving with overdyes, that I could use them with that right as they come off the skein.
Yeah. Great. All right. Thanks, Robin.